Hi everybody, it's Tyson here with Dinez Farms, and today we're going to talk about TMR and the cattle feed on Mercer. Mercer requires Maize Plus, which means that the TMR mixture has changed, as well as your ability to feed the cows the individual components. No longer will the cows only eat the best thing for them, they'll eat all of the stuff you give them, which means that you can feed them hay, just only hay, and maybe add in mixed grains or whatnot, and that'll bump them up to 25% beyond the hay, so 50% production. And you can actually reach 100% production just by feeding them individual components if you wanted to. But we're going to talk about TMR though. And the TMR mixture has changed. And the first thing that we're going to take a look at is the spreadsheet from Random Sparks that allows you to set up the proper mixture. So this is the Easy Ration by Random Sparks spreadsheet. Random Sparks made this back before seasons came out, and this is very important to this map because this allows you to set up your TMR mix perfectly, because you no longer have to do 50-50 corn silage and hay. You have a choice between doing a minimum of 20% and a maximum of 50% for corn silage and haylage. And you need a minimum of 1% grain product, but a maximum of 15%. High moisture corn and straw filler are optional, but you can add 25 and 35% respectively. So in order to set this up, you go in here and you set your cows, your total head. So I have 100 cows, and then I know I have roughly 585 right now, 585,000 liters a day. We're going to divide that by 100 because we have 100 cows, and then it's on the 3-day season, so we divide that by 12. Gives us 487.5. So we're just going to make that 490. And the mixer capacity is that because that is the mixer that we had, the Kuhn Realogy, whatever it's called there, the 142. Now I have a lot more corn silage than I do haylage, so we're going to bump this up to 50%. And you can adjust this based on your needs and what you have available. The numbers must add up to 100%. So in order to reach that, I now have to drop this to 30%. I got quite a bit of grain product, so we're going to leave that at 5. I got lots of high moisture corn as well, but I don't have any straw fillers, so we're going to remove that. And then we're going to bump up the high moisture, we're going to bump up the haylage to 35%. So this is our ration. So in order to make the ration, we come down here, and this is all of your percentages and volumes. So right here, you're going to add 4,900 liters of corn silage, 3,430 liters of haylage, 490 liters of grain products, and 980 liters of high moisture corn per load, and that will give you your load there. It won't be a perfect load because of how we've adjusted it. You only get about 82% of your mixer full, but that's how you make that mix, and that's the best mix for what I've got available to me, so we're going to make that. Alright, so now that we're back in game, we're going to look at this little panel down here. You can see the options for the mixture. First thing there you see is maize silage. That's corn silage. Only corn silage fits there. And then we got straw. So straw is optional. You can put in straw, bean straw, or corn stalks and use that as filler. It's optional. And then you got grass silage there. That includes wrap bales as well. And any other grasses, if you cut your rye or whatnot, and you forage harvest that, that's grass silage. And then you got bean meal there. Bean meal actually covers a variety of categories here. We've got bean meal, obviously, which is when you take your soybeans and run them through the hammer mill, that little New Holland mixer included in the pack. And you also got ground feed, which is if you take rye, triticale, barley, oats, or wheat and grind it up, you'll get ground feed. And then finally you got CCM on there. That's all your high moisture corn commodities. You got the rolled high moisture corn that comes out of there, or earlage. So that's that category. So the first thing we got to do before we can fill this mixer up, because we have 2 silos here on one belt, is we have to pick which silo we want to unload from by starting the unloader. And you do that by just walking up to it and clicking on it. You got the green lights. So as you saw on the spreadsheet, we're going to add 41% corn silage or 4,900 liters. So let's grab that out of here. Just keep an eye on the scale there. You don't have to be too accurate, but being within a couple 100 pounds is generally for the best. Alright, there's that. So we'll turn this unloader off. And we'll put the grass silage, or as everyone around here knows it, haylage. So according to the spreadsheet, we're going to put 3,430 liters in, which brings our cumulative total to about 8,330. So we're going to aim for that there. Nope, we overshot by a little bit, but it's okay. We got lots of room in this mixer wagon. And then the next product are the grain products, which we will be adding bean meal from this little feed silo here. So we just line on up here as best as we can. And according to the spreadsheet, we're going to add 490 liters, bringing our cumulative total to 8820. So this comes fast. Oh, we overshot by a little bit still. It's okay. There's still lots of room in the mixer. We're gonna finish the mix off by adding some corn as filler. We're gonna use rolled high moisture corn from that grinder behind me that in the beginning of the video here. So we'll just pull on up over there real quick. Alright, so we're backed under here. Now we're going to fill it up with rolled high moisture corn. Spreadsheet says we're going to add 980 liters, and we overshot big time on the bean meal. So we're going to not use the cumulative total, and we're just going to take this number, we're going to add 1,000 to it. So I believe it says 9,303 there, so we're going to go to 10,303. So let's start that now. And as you can see here, the mixture is slowly going to become totally mixed ration. And now we're going to go feed that to the cows. Alright guys, so we're about to go feed the cows, but I'm going to go over the seasons animal panel with you real quick about how feeding works here. So we got our cow pen here. As you can see, we don't have any straw because they're going to be producing slurry, and they are completely out of food. As you can see, here are your food categories. If you want to feed the food individually, you can do that, and here are the groups. You've got all of your silages are grouped together in one group. You got corn silage, haylage, and then this WCS fermented is your bale silage. It's a little fix that the Maize Plus guys did to keep wrap bales working with the Anderson DLC. Hay is required whether you feed TMR or not. This was a balance thing to make it so the old school guys can farm the way they want to, and you can still do TMR and everything. Everything works fine. Just give them hay if you want 100% production. Otherwise, don't. Then you got your ground feed, cracked corn, CCM, and bean meal. These are all your grain commodities. Everything that fits in that commodity, everything that fits there also fits in the mixer. I think I forgot cracked corn in the video earlier. Then you got grass down here. None of the pens are set to graze, so if you want to feed them grass, you got to get it for them fresh, and either in a bale or whatnot, and feed it to them that way if you're going to feed them everything individually. And then TMR, milk replacer, and milk are all down here because that's a little bit of a fix for the way Maize Plus works. In order to add a second or third TMR style mix, which are milk replacer and milk for the calves, you need to also add TMR to a category. But TMR does fill more than just this bar, and you'll see that in just a second here. So let's get on in there. Okay, we'll start unloading here. And as you can see, it's slowly filling these bars up. All 3 of them, just like in Farming Simulator 17, where your cows would, like I said earlier, where your cows would eat everything at once. That's how this works, just like pigs. And that's how it is on this map. So remember to feed them hay if you want 100% production. And just one final thing, we're going to look at the feeding silo on the other farm here. All right, guys, so we're back at the other large dairy farm on Mercer County, and as you can see, we got 3 stave silos here. This one here is attached to a corn roller, and these 2 are regular fermenting silos. So this one unloads out of the belt, and so does the high moisture rolled corn. And this one here feeds directly to your heifer pen. This heifer pen does not allow you to produce any milk, so you want to put your heifers in here when they're either dry cows or heifers in here. So the way you operate this is you turn on the panel here. Oh, and then you hop on in, and as you can see, we're in a conveyor here. And all you do to feed them is just press R to start filling, and then it just slowly pours it into the pit there. And that's how you feed them. It'll keep going until they're fed. Alright guys, just one more thing I didn't mention earlier. None of your animals require water or the cleanliness cleaned up because it's 2020 and running water exists, and so do pitchforks. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I got one more tutorial, and then after that the map will be released. So if you like this, give me a like, comment, subscribe, and thanks. Have a great day, guys.